countries. Flags I don't recognize belonging to any sort of country.
Oh, there are no
associated with both players.
There are no flags on the screen. I bet.
No, it's on the other screen. Yeah, I appreciate that you were trying to back me up, though.
I did.
I'll save that joke for later. I'll just tuck that one in the pocket. We can, however, see it's Jakazam versus CabbageHat. They put into the schedule here. I don't know which of the two submitted the match to the schedule, but their additional comments conclude, "Oh, behold the might of Jakazam and tremble," in all capital letters. Jakazam.
This is quite the portmanteau. I imagine that I pronounced that word horribly wrong.
Adjacazaba, Jakabazam.
Cabazam.
The double B wants ABBA to appear in the middle. Jakabazam. Yeah, I think you got it.
What we have Jakazam, who has a win rate of 64% across all mystery tournaments. That's a pretty nice win rate. She's pretty baller in this. First joined in MT13, finished 17th. A really good placement. Got the high place of 9th place during MT17, so very close. And is apparently 50% cute and 50% friend. So as long as you don't hold her to the other half of those two things, then you're fine. Meanwhile, we have CabbageHat. Has a win rate of 33% across all mystery tournaments, joined in MT17 and finished 97th. And is apparently able to maintain first place and still come second. That's a pretty impressive skill.
One that will not serve you well in this tournament, especially when you're up against a tough opponent. This is a hard match for CabbageHat. They've drawn a game, and it's the simple question of, hey, do you know this game, has taken a long time to answer. Someone was requested a screenshot of the game, and they're looking at it, and they're cocking their head to the side, and they're like, maybe I have. So they're still in the process of figuring out the game.
Yeah, that was, I recognize the game. Okay, I do recognize that game, so I'd have to redraw. Oh, no!
It's a good thing you're up here in the commentator booth with me.
Yeah. Everybody knows we've got the best spot in the house, except for you, viewer. You got the best spot in the house because you're like, you know, because you get to walk. And then,
well, they can't draw on the screen though.
That's true. I can draw on the screen. Where do I go to draw on the screen?
You would have to pull up the. You would go to the graphics tab in the dashboard. And you would click into the relevant screen, and then you can draw. However, wait, the coming up screen is in here. Is that where we are? Is that where the no,
that's the coming up screen. No, we're on the wait screen.
This one also doesn't let you draw on it, so you'll have to wait. Maurice foresaw that this is a tool that should be used responsibly and has restricted its usage only where it would be necessary.
What is interesting to note is that we can actually pan around in this view on the wait screen. So I can see that the sunrise and set, the stars are actually only half the screen. They're only behind the screen. I want to see where okay, I'm going to follow the crate on this. Following the crate.
You just have to take your word for it.
Bye, crate. Oh, I thought they circled around, but no, they just go to the plane and they die. Okay, you can give me my mouse back. Nope, you can give me my mouse back. Give me the mouse back. Hey.
I'm picturing a cat has just jumped onto the desk and has physically wrestled.
Nope, that was
out of my co-commentator's hands.
That does happen, but that was my the website stealing my mouse and keeping it.
I don't know how to get that back. Good luck with that one. I will, however, buy time. You know what they call it? The commentator seat? Well, they don't really. They used to call it.
Skybox?
Way back in the day. No, the catbird seat.
Captaincy.
The old-timey baseball commentator. Well, we got a fine day here. It's in this 1942. Well, no, there wouldn't be baseball in 1942. That was a special time where something pretty big was happening. Of all the years I pulled out of my head, I went, it's 1939, and I'm up in the catbird seat, and let me tell you, we got a great baseball game for you today.
I'm pretty sure that's why A League of Their Own was a thing.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Maybe the guy in the calling the Women's Baseball League was up there in the catbird seat, calling it as such. God, that's a good movie, A League of Their Own.
I haven't seen it in a lifetime, so like.
I rewatched it recently, and it was always like a movie that I had never really talked to anyone else about. It was just something I had seen with my family. We owned the VHS, and we all loved it. But I didn't know that it was like how it stood up in the greater movie watching community or whatever. It turns out it's a pretty good movie. People think pretty highly of it with good reason.
Yeah, it was definitely. I remember that my sister used to watch it a lot when we were younger. I think, which is great because it's absolutely got that female empowerment message going on with it. But I, as a teenager, never really watched anything with impact to it, or
right.
Never registered anything with impact as being decent. It was just
you think you know everything, and so you're like, this movie isn't going to tell me something I don't know about the world or life or whatever. And it's like, no, man,
I'm not going to feel inspired.
These things have so many things to teach you. Ugh, teenagers.
I somehow removed everything from my Twitch pop out. I don't know how that happened.
That doesn't sound good.
I got you all back. Hi, chat. It's like Field of Dreams.
A game and a goal, by the way, has been chosen, so the match is on the way.
It's like Field of Dreams. I went. I grew up. I always remember, if you build it, they will come. First off, folks, wrong quote. If you build it, he will come. Second off, I looked at it and I'm like, wow, this is like super Christian propaganda, isn't it? But no, apparently it's actually like kind of humorous. Like a bunch of baseballers talking shit about each other after they're dead. Just from the IMDb quotes.
I'm not sure if I've seen that movie all the way through.
I did when I was a kid. I definitely did one of my parents' movies when I was a kid. So that's all the part of the reason why I think of it when I think about
no. This game is getting redrawn.
The classic.
One of our players just realized all of a sudden as some things clicked that like, oh no, wait, I definitely know this.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely recognize this, and I didn't watch very many matches last year, so like, if I recognize this, then it's got to be something that had some meaning to it.
Yeah, you're right. The meaning of which I will not further expound on.
Oh yeah, nope, you're right. Yep.
We'll
Good
lock
point.
it back away in the vault.
No one knows, and no one needs to know, unless you know. In which case, shut up. We're vaulting it.
Well, we continue to hang out.
That's all right. We can hang out. I like hanging out with you, Myth.
Oh, thanks. It's always a good time here on Mr. Funhouse.
Yeah.
It's been that holiday time. The match has slowed down a little bit, understandably, but they're starting to come back.
Yeah. So did you get anything wonderful for the holidays?
I saw my family and I ate good food and made some cookies. And a surprising number of my friends were available to hang out on Christmas Day. So, because my family stuff was like earlier. So Christmas Day, I was just, home alone. Just like, yep, here I am back in just like being back in the quarantine days, really. But then, yeah, it was a similar life situation, I guess, for some of my friends. So we played some games and hung out. It's been a good holiday. And I didn't get sick. Apparently every single person in my family got sick before I got there. and they dealt with it. It was gone. I didn't get it. I'm home. I'm clean. I'm feeling good.
Mine was mostly similar. We had the Christmas Eve stuff. We almost didn't go, but then we decided to because of timing with work and stuff like that. And we managed to not have a big old fight during Christmas. And also, my mother actually got me gifts that are up my alley. So like, that's new.
Nice.
At some point, my family learned that it's better to just give me money because there's two problems. One, I don't really want for much, and two, anything I do want, I buy it for myself.
And that's what money is for. My heart goes out to Beelzebub, who spent the holidays, actually Christmas itself, in the emergency room. Dang. Sending you some love. By the way, we had a race recently of let me see if I can remember what it was. But I remember thinking, wow, that person did really good in that race. I wonder how they stack up against the previous races we've had of that game. And I discovered a fun fact that maybe I'll share with you. I need to figure out if it's what the context was.
Oh my god, it's this game. I'm excited to see what this race that you're talking about is. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat here for this finish.
It's not that interesting. It's interesting to Maurice, who is not here. But you will all get to enjoy me bringing down Maurice a peg. If I can find it, I'm looking for it. Oh. Hey, question.
Hey, answer.
Oh, okay, this was... Has Bohemico versus Draconic Dawn, did that get broadcast? Or is that waiting?
I think that might be waiting.
Okay, well, I guess I won't speak about it. But the person in that race managed to beat Maurice's time from a previous race.
Trying to think. I've only picked up 3 races, I think, so I'm not certain.
I love it every time. Every time I can find something. Because there's so few. I need every little bit of ammunition I can get. Oh. You have any idea how hard it is to stand next to someone like Maurice and talk about video games like you're equals?
Yeah, no, I know the feeling. I know that one.
That's a good race, though. By the way, just to let everyone know, we've missed a couple of these races during the holidays in particular. We've got them stored up. We'll be saving them as VODs, and then we'll do a big VODcast, probably. We'll go through a bunch of them, replay them. We'll notify the players, I guess, if they want to watch them. But we'll send out some kind of ping or alert or something. And so you won't miss anything happening in Mystery Tournament 18. That's our goal.
Yep. We're here for all the games, all the races, all the time. And if we're not here for the races, then screw it. We've got time powers. We can just like go back in time. We're even capable of... I'm so sad that Twitch clip no longer has the chat because of how old it is.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't save the chat forever.
Yeah. That was still one of the best things. Yours and Maurice's reaction was just priceless.
Pretty good. I'm looking at the pace bin.
Okay, apparently it was Glabus and it was restreamed already, yeah.
Oh, okay. We did catch that one. Nice.
They were all thinking you're talking about Glabus. That's a really good game. I remember the first time I was told you have to test this game. Why? Because it makes Fire and Ice look like a bad video game. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And then I played Glabus and I'm like, wow, this makes Fire and Ice look like a bad video game. Editor's note, Fire and Ice is a fantastic game. Glabus is just that good.
I have a lot of difficulty with equating goodness of puzzle games. That's such a weird direction to go. What makes a good puzzle game? It's not just difficulty. It's certainly harder.
A good puzzle game has a steady curve, in my opinion. A really good puzzle game has mechanics that it tries to teach you and how to interact with their mechanics. So the fewer mechanics to work with, the better. The more interactions that you can work with is one of the better better answers in that opinion. So like, does it teach you how to progress and work your way through a lot of the stuff going forward? That's like
Isn't the whole thing with Glabus though that it's infamous for being a huge difficulty wall that people can't handle? They're just not equipped to deal with what it is showing them?
Well, that's just because 1010 is, you know, a little bit overwhelming there, but like it starts pretty smoothly.
How come? Do I have to refresh this page or something if the players go live? I've been waiting on the stream cropping screen to maybe help out with some of this. It's looking like they're mostly done setting up, and yet I have not seen these streams.
I click the reset button and I get nothing. Nope, they still haven't popped up their streams. What jerks. Wow, I can't believe they would do this to us.
But yeah, really shouldn't be too much longer. The goal has been decided. The game's been decided. It's been given out. I'm reading the pastebin, and apparently we're going to have to stop the Mimu. That's going to be our first objective.
I hope you're ready.
I don't know how anyone can be ready for whatever a Mimu is.
Well, you see, the square peg goes in the square hole.
Well, that explains everything. Oh, look at this. Channel point predictions open. Still open for another 2 minutes or so, but already 15,000 points placed on each of the racers.
Oh dear.
We got some stakes.
Medium or well?
High.
Whoa.
The stakes are high.
I don't even know. You just pump it full of helium and then it explodes and then that's close enough?
Yeah, and then you win money. Well, the stakes just got a lot higher. So someone just went in heavy on Jakazam, ballooning, as it were, from 15,000 to 220,000, 230,000.
I wonder if anybody's close to or has redeemed the key to the funhouse yet.
What's that one even set at?
It
$1 million.
still exists.
So the Shrek game that you maybe already played was earlier today. We've yet to update the stream title with the relevant information.
I did click the button, so I don't know. I didn't click the button before I went live, but I did click the button. Now I gotta know. Like, I gotta go look at the dashboard and like. I think I can look at I think I can find the rewards stuff.
I'm gonna find the mer.
Maybe. Where the reward stuffs? I guess I can't during the other dashboard. I thought the moderators could view the reward stuff and fulfill them.
The game has not been announced. It will be very shortly.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting for folks to actually get streams up and running first to make sure that we don't have any big issues. Oh crap. I just need to log into it on OBS, right? Yeah. Yeah, hold on.
Beats me. It's looking like I can do the cropping here at least.
Okay, apparently I am still logged into it on OBS. How nice. I saw it on the stream capture or in the stream cropping and got worried. Just doing our final text. All right. We have Roogoo. This is not Shrek Castle in the castle. Oh no! I thought somebody had updated the thing by now. I hadn't had to in the last few days.
What do you mean somebody? It's just me and you, and it wasn't me.
No, Moore's been doing it in the background. I've come to rely on them. Oh God, what's the goal?
Are you telling me Maurice this whole time has been like downloading box art and uploading it during setup?
Is this volume from the game? Where's this audio coming from?
Good Lord.
I killed Rain. Swear to God, the rainwave button is paused. It just kept going. Hold on, there's a thing. There's a button over there. Hey! I forgot. I got to do. I forgot about that button. Now I also gotta do this. I gotta go this and this and this and then this and this, and I gotta share my screen with one mythical 9. We're getting audio to test with here, and I don't have 3 monitors anymore, and it's really screwing up my flow, yo. He resets to give me audio, and I just don't hear the audio. Oh, right. I know why I don't hear the audio.
So this is a flashback game. We had this in a different mystery tournament. I remember a little bit about it, though I remember it being very weirdly unclear for such a straightforward looking game why certain things were happening.
All right. I think that we're ready. No, you, not this moment. Not at this moment in time. Not at this exact moment in time. Bye, cat. You are not transparent.
Prideful and greedy, he consumed the joyful meteors. They transformed the good King Goo into the King Moo.
Don't you look at me like
stop
that.
The me, Moo. Stop the me, can't stop the me, baby. Here we go.
So the round peg, the square triangle peg goes in the triangle hole. The round peg goes in the round hole. The square peg goes in the square hole.
You can rotate the bottom screen to make things line up, but not the top screen.
Does it like reset the rotation whenever something slides down? You can't just set it and forget it. Your lose meter, when you fill up the lose meter, you lose. Oh no!
Eleanor, rotate. A is fast fall. Note, skydiving stages each level after 4 are touchscreen auto-scrollers and can be skipped. Bonus stages cannot be skipped, and after all pieces have dropped. Collecting a star doubles the size of your current stack. Other mechanics are fairly self-explanatory. That's kind of a scary thing to read as a racer. Timers just for score doesn't mean anything. And yeah, the meter on the left is your lose meter.
Sometimes you just lose.
Oh, this chocolate donut looking thing.
Are we dropping nests and eggs twigs now?
So those are...
What? I'll be honest, I have never played that. I loaded this up on Steam and like looked at it for just a moment in time and was like, okay, this is a stupid game, and ran away. I ain't never seen this. And then we're back to the squares and triangles again. Just suddenly hens. Now we're moving on.
So one of the things I remember being weird was like, why does it not fall all the way through sometimes?
What you mean?
Like those stars were just waiting on that platform down there for more stars, and then they fell through. These squares here are waiting.
Oh yeah, you have to have. It appears that all the items required for the relevant shape should be or must be in the second to last spot before they drop. So rude.
All right, so we're moving on to 1-5.
Oh no, Jakazam accidentally ending up in the skydiving.
A menu mistake. Get out of here. CabbageHat triangle's complete.
And with that, our race has changed position.
You gotta react pretty fast if you don't want to lose any time whatsoever. CabbageHat going too fast loses the squares.
Okay, yeah, looking at those fast falling and the way that it all works, pause off the keyboard. Don't you kick me.
So do not care whatever is going on with your cat.
I'm sorry, I don't...
We've talked more about technical issues and local felines than we have about Jakazam versus CabbageHat. It's a big moment if CabbageHat can pull off the win here. It's a strong opponent. As we got new shapes
Yeah, I was trying to say this is a pretty decent, actually an interesting race, because because of how much speed can be gained by just being speed in this. Like, you have the opportunity to actually go fast with the risk of, you know, maybe you screwed something up here. Stars complete.
I do not have a good memory of where I left the lower discs, you know? I would always be reacting one disc at a time.
Well, the lower discs, they seem to be rotating on their own. So you can't just line them up.
Is that true? That seems wild. I'm gonna try to remember. Star at the bottom for CabbageHat. The bottommost one has star at the bottom. Oh, multiple mistakes here trying to get these squares through. Yeah, the star was not at the bottom, I think. I got confused which one was actually the bottom. Because there's like this extra one at the bottom, which isn't really part of the puzzle. CabbageHat rotated too early and lost the top half of the red circle stack. Or whatever that was.
It's so many circles. It's now cylinders. We've got squares, we got stars, we got triangles, but in cylinders.
I'm wondering how... So the star pickups, they don't rotate, right? So they're not locked to whatever shape passes through and doubles up in size. How do you know how many of a thing that you need?
You just kind of go for it until it says that you're good. We're back to the hens! Which came first,
like,
the nest or the egg?
I missed this last time. Why is there, oh, when it's a full one, then it falls through. Okay. We're going like Burger Time rules or something.
Yeah. This game's weird, man.
Hands complete. Wait, so you want to body slam one hen with another hen to jam it through to the bottom?
We gotta double up the amount of oh my god, you need 2 hens per hole. For some reason.
A last second rotation from CabbageHat. I don't know what happens if you miss the hen at the very end. Hen's complete. 2 out of 4 for Jakazam. But the raw materials for more hens, there's none. We gotta working from scratch up at the top. Okay, you gotta bonk the purple guys.
Oh, it is
This
boxes.
seems like it hasn't really added much to the game.
Yeah, that's my problem so far, staring at this game and how I felt about it when I first saw it is like, how much can there actually be to this game?
I remember it being weirdly fascinating when we had this last time. And I remember Internet Dirigible failing, like wildly failing to communicate how the game was happening. And there were some basic questions that just seemingly couldn't be answered about what was happening.
Oh no, different colored hens for some reason. I will be right back. Hold the fort.
So Jakazam is still trailing, but only by, I mean, we can look at these timers, 9 seconds slower getting into the start of this stage. Hen stacking has gone pretty good for CabbageHat though, so I don't think she has saved any additional time. Though, those blue hens are stacked up, it looks like kind of one too many, but do you even get to choose what color your hens are? I would hate for color RNG to be a factor. Looks like it's the same stack of 6 hens. Blue and yellow complete. CabbageHat done. It's only green hens left for Jakazam. That's 4. 2 more. You see, that one gets stuck. It's kind of arbitrary when the pieces don't go. I saw 2 seconds left on the timer, by the way, in that stage. It doesn't matter, but if it did, that's a really aggressive timer. CabbageHat lost a couple squares. I see. You can rotate while something is falling. It's just about them going in the right hole. So with something like this, it's of the utmost importance that when you highlight a disc, your brain understands which button to hit to rotate this way and which button to hit to rotate that way. And depending on if your brain is considering sort of like the top of the circle or the bottom of the circle or close or far, or are you rotating the thing or are you rotating yourself around the thing, your brain might disagree with the way that the game has been set up. And you would definitely need to get attuned to it because you don't want to be doing, 3 inputs to move the square or move the circle 1 notch. That's really going to slow you down.
Look at the flowers.
The butterflies are taking the squares away from CabbageHat. Yeah, that's only a so-so, Rua.
Oh my god, today's Saturday. I totally forgot. Hello, world.
It really seems to throw the players off, and I can totally see why. When the game decides, like, oh, the piece is going to stop here. You're going to need more. We're going to jump back up to the top right now. It's jarring. What's also jarring is when the butterflies decide they're going to undo your progress, and you gotta flip it. And then in that case, is the button still rotating it the way that you expect? Or has it been flipped? It's probably been flipped, hasn't it?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Matt's here to back you up. I got food.
Okay, I feel like that might explain why I'm seeing more mistakes when the butterflies get involved.
So what are we doing? What are we here to
The
do?
shapes go in the holes.
Oh baby, I love this one. This one is circle goes into everything, right?
It's everything goes into square, I think is the joke
That's
that you're
it.
trying to make.
Thank you.
But not in this game. It's got to match exactly, or it's cruelly shoved aside and time is lost.
I see. Now, does it reset all the way up if you fail?
Yes, it seems that way. It'll just kind of reappear at the top, and you got to make it go all the way down again.
Okay.
And now we've got a couple wrinkles where some butterflies will show up to lift your shape back up, and you need to guide it back up through the hole again and then back down.
This looks kind of twitchy on Jakazam's side.
I mean, it's a fast-paced game. You can hold a button to make them fall faster, so you are able to, you're limited by your own inputs more so than by the game's falling rate of the pieces.
Okay. So now we have little penguins. Jesus Christ. I didn't expect that to pop up of everything.
CabbageHat's lose meter has filled up to the brim, so that's actually a death, as it were. And that's allowed Jakazam to pretty much catch right up. Oh, my mistake. She was on the same level, actually. This is a straight up stage lead.
Change. Yeah. So now, are you able to shift the platforms yourself?
Yeah, you are. That's all you can do, really.
Okay.
You can make the pieces fall faster, and you rotate them to be where they need to be. All right, 2-7 cleared for CabbageHat, joining Jakazam on 3-1. The goal is to beat World 4, so we're only halfway through this.
I'm sure this is fine.
CabbageHat loses a couple stars.
Let me shuffle through these links to see if I have the DS layout one.
Roar is sharing his screen on Discord. You can just watch
he?
that.
Am I blind? I am blind.
Though we've lost CabbageHat for a little bit, so I guess we'll focus on Jakazam. He's got a mad stack of stars, guided all the way to the bottom.
Let's see if the basement answers that.
Yeah, it does seem kind of arbitrary that the pieces decide to wait until there's enough before they move on to the next row. Bonus game, win or lose. That's a great roux. Doesn't count for anything in this race, but that is a great roux.
Make a nice stew at that roux.
Then you'd have a great stew. It takes a great roux to make a great stew. The butterflies brought it up 2 levels this time.
Oh, vicious.
Vicious butterflies.
Really don't ever see butterflies being the antagonists. Oh no,
Nobody ever
Jakazam
suspects the butterfly.
hits and loses a bunch of circles.
Lost some stars. Oh no, this is the bonus game. CabbageHat is dumping through the bonus game way faster than Jakazam did. It's only a so-so roux, but it was fast.
Yeah. I don't know, I needed to let it cook a little bit longer, man.
No, this is a race.
Ooh, we lost the triangle there, but
Gotta try to hold on to the ones we have. Yeah, there it is. CabbageHat is rotating the discs the wrong way once the butterflies have it. So I'm pretty sure based off of that well, it's not that the controls change, it's the controls are the same. It's just that by your perspective, if the way that you're thinking about the way that they move, you will have to change that.
yeah, it's inverted. Because you're looking at it from below and it still spins the way the top would, right?
And it's really like the kind of the crux of this whole race. Like the entire game is just about spinning the discs. That's really your only verb. Make it fall faster and spin the disc. And so in a game about mastering spinning the disc, to fundamentally not gel with the way the disc spins, that's an issue.
Causes everything to fall apart. Much like stacks not going on the right hole.
Yeah, Jakazam's lose meter has filled up over a third of the way.
I was just about to ask what the star did, but then I realized, wait a second, I have the paste bin open. I can read now.
It doubles up on a tower of shapes, but it seems really difficult to me to like make good active use of like, oh, I want to wait to use that in this situation. Like, it seems frantic enough that I don't know. I would probably just use it every time I see it. Big square tower. Most of the way through. Box is complete. Just a couple more stars for Jakazam. Couple of squares lost for CabbageHat. I guess it calls those boxes.
I have to wonder, are the butterflies random as well?
I want to say no. I want to say that they'll take each shape once or something. Oh, so wait, so you're spinning things on the top screen now.
Ooh.
My brain is like doing the thing where I can't tell if I'm looking at it from above or below anymore. Even though the game really telegraphs with the shading, it's very dark on the underside of these things. I can't help it. So CabbageHat gets to 3-3. And that's like a 35-second gap between the two players.
It's a very close race. Series of costly mistakes. Just send somebody's progress right back to the start of a stage. Bam, lead change.
Oh, the shapes are falling 2 at a time. This is fundamentally not different, assuming that they're always, you know, the discs have the same arrangement of shapes. Then all you need to do is match one, and then the other one is going to match. It's just sort of more visually confusing.
All right, we're on 3-4. There's only 3 shapes.
That's got me scared. What new evil trick do they have in store? Oh,
Ooh.
the shapes are falling like desynced. Or something. Or maybe the stars just came that fast. I don't know.
It seems like it was going pretty quick.
Jakazam missed 1 star. But the stars are complete. And CabbageHat joins her. Still 35 seconds behind. Bonus round.
Oh, these menacing butterflies. Minus
So like
10, plus 10. All over the
2
place.
blocks are dropping at a time. That's a great Roo. So we'll see how that bonus game goes for CabbageHat. It's done with the triangles. As the hens are back.
Oh, is this just colors now?
Yeah, so the hens have, they need to go on an egg, and then the egg needs to go on a nest.
Let's see.
And normally there were eggs and nests waiting down below. So maybe this one's different. No, this one I think it's just hens for whatever reason. Here's the bonus game, and they are kind of falling in the same way that they were for Jakazam.
Another so-so Roo.
Blue stack of hens all the way to the bottom. I'm having trouble tracking where the hens are. Like sometimes I think it's on the left and then it falls down to the bottom middle position.
It's definitely got a trick of the eyes to it. I think it's the tails doing it, honestly.
Blues go most of the way to the bottom for CabbageHat. And Jakazam hasn't got anything to the very bottom, but they're all pooled up here, so they're gonna be on their way down.
Green hens complete.
Judging by the timers, there's a 43-second difference between the two players. At least getting into this stage, so if anything, Jakazam has been building on her lead.
All hens done.
Looked pretty smooth, accuracy 97%.
We're back to shapes, and we have all 4 again. Ooh, lost a couple blocks there. Oh no, misses an entire set of stacks.
I almost thought that they were not arranged the same way, the way that went, but no, they are. That was just a really costly mistake.
That's a big stack of blues, though.
It's going through 2 discs at the same time. Level complete for CabbageHat, 100% accuracy. Take a peek at these timers.
Bit over a minute.
Yeah, 51 seconds actually, so. That's even more of a lead from that past level, but we know that Jakazam has already made a pretty bad mistake. There was a pretty tall tower of boxes and triangles that got lost.
We really do race the oddest things in this community. Like, you wouldn't expect this to be a race game that's actually pretty good.
Oh, Jakazam missed a tower of stars, and then as a little evil star guy showed up to block the star hole afterwards, so getting punished even more for a mistake.
That's 2 sets done, though.
CabbageHat losing a couple triangles. Oh, and a bunch of boxes. Had it lined up and then hit the button 1 extra time.
Triangles complete.
A last second rotate for CabbageHat. Cylinders complete.
Big stack on Jakazam's screen.
It's so jarring when it just decides that we're going to jump back up to the top and we're going to be here now. Like, you just got to be ready for a totally different thing going on.
Oh,
No! Held the fast fall and just jammed them all in the wrong hole. Immediately filled up the lose meter. That's a reset and that's a lead change. That's with the fast fall, like you can really just lose it all. You know, in the blink of an eye, a whole stack can disappear.
I definitely had the feeling of a game of Jenga where you start to see the tower fall. And then you're like, no! As it all goes completely pear-shaped.
CabbageHat managed to navigate 2 sets of falling shapes at the same time. Doing it again, same 2 shapes.
Man, these are some good emotes. These are fantastic.
So CabbageHat has conquered 3-8 or whatever that was, the end of World 3. Jakazam with boxes complete on this level. We're getting a look at the new world. This is the final world of the goal.
The air mines. Or I guess we mine air.
Can't help but notice that when you've got a green and a blue hole, you probably shouldn't have a teal disc connecting the 2 colors. Unless your goal specifically was to confuse the senses. And we got this patrolling spike ball thing as well.
Jakazam clears. Going on to the air mines as well.
Well, CabbageHat lost a whole thing of squares. The lose meter is half full. Ooh, what do you gotta, this is tough. You gotta predict where that thing is gonna be, and you gotta know ahead of time whether you should or shouldn't be fast falling in order to get ahead or behind it.
Level complete, though.
Oh my god, we got 5 shapes. The hearts are here, and I don't love it.
Oh no.
So it's a 21-second lead for CabbageHat.
I feel like muscle memory would be messing with you at this point, because now you have to press the button an extra time to get it through, when before you were just so used to like 2 taps to get it from one shape to the next.
Yeah, well, there isn't even like a right and a left and an up and a down anymore. Like it's totally different.
It's anarchy. Box is complete. Look at this stack. Oh my goodness.
It sounds kind of silly to be talking about it, but it really is a game all about, in this race, it's all about having the most smoothest, fastest, directest connection between your eyes to your brain to your fingers. Just perfectly understanding which finger twitches are going to rotate the disc the way that it needs to go.
Cylinders complete.
And that whole thing, it just is harder when there's more shapes, when it's less symmetric. The lose meter is quite full now for CabbageHat. Oh my god, it's in critical mode. Forget the time lost. CabbageHat needs to not die.
Just be cool. Be cool.
That's it. Oh, just slams it barely on top of the hearts.
Jakazam on 4-3. Is this a lead change?
Yeah.
Oh no, what is this?
Oh, and CabbageHat holds on. It would have been so much worse if they were not able to bring it home.
I mean, what this had to do with
assemble the treasure chests. You got to slam it through before these sort of porthole clamper things ruin it all.
Got a stack of 2 chests. Huh.
And
I would have thought
that's
that each
complete.
one would have gone into their own separate hole.
Well, you might need 2. I mean, we've seen one. You need like 6 hens or whatever for hens complete. So it's a wild game. It's inconsistent, and you never know what it wants.
Level complete for Jakazam. Maintaining that lead by a hair.
It was probably good.
Oh,
It all
the
comes down
chests
to-
from the last level are continuing to fall.
Yeah, this is just like the colored hens now. The star has doubled the chests, so we have an equal number of reds and blue chests. One thing I haven't been able to notice is if the stars are like respawning. Like a star just spawned there for Jakazam. I don't know what determines star spawn mechanics. Oh, just doubled the blue chest. Look how many blue chests was now was that way too many blue chests than necessary? Was that a waste of a star? I can't tell.
Appears like
Jakazam
pets.
rotated the star into the falling tower to double it up on the way down.
Good efficiency.
And it looks like you do need quite a few chests to complete, so I don't think there was much waste.
That's
This
real
is
cool.
entirely too many yellow.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, this is the bonus game. You just kind of mash and make everything fall.
Star spawn mechanics. Well, you roll a D100, and if you don't roll under your sanity, you lose like 10.
CabbageHat has a star on the field. Isn't going out of their way to make use of it.
Stacking colors, okay.
Oh, what was the screen went evil? Oh my god, the colors are different than the shapes.
Oh, this is rude.
I don't like that. Oh, I can't handle that even. That's that's gross.
Just watching that makes it hurt.
Jakazam is actually, I think, doing like this is a heroic effort to get this right so quickly. CabbageHat, we're gonna see what kind of rue they get, but this stage is complete. That was 4-5. 4-6 was the end of, or 3-6 rather, was the end of World 3. Now I saw this menu has a 4-7 and a 4-8. I'm going to assume that they're necessary to finish the goal.
Hey, you gotta assume that it's included.
But it's a whole stage lead with 3 stages left to go. Oh, it specifically says 4-8. Okay, yeah, we do have all those stages left to go then. So it's not quite over for CabbageHat, but it's really running out of time. Doesn't seem to be too phased by the change of colors. And the chest level is just the same stuff as always. 4-6 being started now for CabbageHat. We'll take a look at the timers. Ooh, that is a full minute lead for Jakazam.
On to 4-7. Shoo.
The colors match, so that's already a lot better than 4-4 or whatever that was.
I feel like these stacks are going to get really close to the top pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, we just lost one from Jakazam. CabbageHat's chest stacking looks good on the greens. All the way to the bottom. Not enough to complete, though, so still needs more chests of every color down there.
There we go, clear.
Oh, only one level left for Jakazam. It's treasure chests.
Thank goodness we don't have to bend our brains backwards trying to figure out what's happening.
So far the level's mostly solving itself. There's a star in play. CabbageHat, I missed what happened. Did it safely land on the green? It must have. Yeah, the lose meter's barely full, so that's enough blues to definitely complete the blues. Just a little bit more green, but then after that there's a whole level.
Look at the stack.
Oh, Jakazam is slow falling here. Gets them all safely to the bottom. Level complete for CabbageHat. Still has 4-7 to go. And this has been a flawless 4-8 so far from Jakazam. Is halfway done with the second set of treasure chests. There they go. Just gotta time the fast falls. I think it's good.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's the dot done. Probably. I left the room. I'm not in there anymore. I can't.
The time of 37:19. Not bad. What an unexpected premise for a good race.
CabbageHat lost a couple treasure chests, but didn't need them to finish 4-7. On to 4-8 now.
I'm thankful that this last level in 4 is just something nice, easy, relaxing. As I say that, CabbageHat misses some coins. They go flying all over the place.
Oh, why did these treasure chests fall on their own? Oh, because CabbageHat missed that one thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that's such a time
This
loss.
ruins so much.
Okay, there they go.
Look at these stacks, by the way, on Jakazam's screen.
Oh, the stars at the
That's
end.
too long.
Look at the distance between the discs. It literally doubles by the time you get that far down. So apparently the timer doesn't matter. The players have been going so fast that I think they've managed to beat it most of the time, though it did get dangerously close. But yeah, see, the timer just goes away. It's okay.
I think it's a score, like it's par maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure if you had other priorities, it might mean something.
Level complete. CabbageHat done. The time of... Wait for it. 39:31.
And that's a GG.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll see if the players want to come talk about this extremely weird game. Not that I can tell them, because whenever I disconnect from SRL, HexChat tries to reconnect me with a different name that isn't registered, and then I gotta go through a whole thing.
Yeah, it's fine for most places, but not SRL.
Hello.
Hello, you found us.
Found you.
Oh, both of you did. We have CabbageHat here as well.
Hoi.
That was so just the aesthetic of this game, the name of this game, the premise. It's weird.
Yes, it is.
Oh, are we the Roogoos who are attacking, or are we attacking the Roogoos?
It's a great roux when you match the shapes in the bonus round.
Oh, they goo all over the place. Wait, no.
Oh, there's rule all over the place.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
I don't know why hens. I don't know why treasure chests.
I don't think I've ever felt anxiety around hens before, but this game managed to do it. Just the ones where you put in it's the nest, then the egg, then the hen. For some reason, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to my brain. I couldn't get them in the right place.
I understood that until it got to the point where you needed to do that twice. You had nest, egg, hen, and then nest on top of hen. And that was where I lost it.
It's called stacked nesting. You should Wikipedia it. No, I don't know. It's hens on hens on hens on hens.
And then they pulled some real nasty stuff towards the end. We were aghast at the colors are different than the holes trick that they pulled late into World 4.
Yeah, that was rude.
Uncalled for, some would say.
It seemed like both of you handled that pretty well. I think the major, like, my brain doesn't like this thing. CabbageHat, when the butterflies would take the shapes back up.
Yeah, and the direction.
Perspective.
The direction changes, I think, as well. So I was pressing. My brain had gotten used to flipping one way, and all of a sudden, because you're underneath, it's the different way. And yeah, no, it didn't like that. It didn't work for me.
That seemed to be. You made that transition a little smoother, it seems, Jakazam.
Yeah, I would, once it shifted the perspective to underneath, I would hit one of the directions right away and be like, is that the direction I need? No, okay, I need the other one. So kind of just before it was urgent that I needed to move it, I would do a quick move just to refresh in my mind. Which way is it going?
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah. It doesn't help that I think I would forget which way they spam just at any given point during the game as well. So it just didn't stick. I don't know why.
Especially
so
when
the
there's like a
butterflies
big
just...
tower.
Yeah. Oh god. I was just worried I was going to knock all my towers over, but that thankfully doesn't seem to happen.
Yeah, once it's down, it's good. But while it's falling, you can fast fall your entire stack into the wrong hole if you
I did
so
that.
inclined.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I thought I threw the race at the end of the one like 2.5 minute long level. I hit A one too many times when I was trying to get through, and it was like the very last thing, and I took the whole star stack into squares or something, wiped them all out, lost the level, and had to start over. I was like, oh, that's the race right there, isn't it?
You actually traded lead right there. And then through sheer execution, you caught back up and passed through.
Well played.
Yeah, I was panicking at that point. I was like, that is not what you want to do. You don't want to lose a level at the very end.
How comfortable did you feel with the fast fall, right? Like, that's the main thing you have to go faster than your opponent. But you're kind of limited by your processing speed of rotating the discs, right? So did you feel like, yeah, I'm doing the best job that I can to make this go as fast as I can handle? Or did you feel like you were easing up a little bit or pushing yourself?
I was easing up a little bit with the fast falling if it was going onto a row that had large stacks, because if you mess that up, you're gonna lose. Like, once you had more of them, it's like, okay, this is going to punish me more if I mess up. I'm not going to lose one shape, I'm gonna lose like 10. But yeah, the fast falling was good, and I experimented very early on when it got to the burst one. I did the first couple slow, and then was like, all right, let me see what happens if I fast fall it. Is it going to drop everything, or is it just going to drop the one? And I was able to fast fall them one at a time, like as they went through, just fast fall it, and then the next one would come through after. So I don't know if I had multiple at the same time, if they would have dropped as a group, or just the most recent one. But
They definitely did drop as a group sometimes, which was nice. That's satisfaction for the brain. I know that when I was really getting in the Roogoo zone, as I like to call it, I was all, as soon as I knew that one was lined up, I was focusing on the next one and thinking, right, I need to turn that this way. And I know that helped for fast fall. It's like, all right, as soon as I've pressed that, go. Yeah, it's just when, except when there was one of the what were they called, the Mimus. Yeah, I just had to check the paste bin for that. Except when you had to bop them, in which case I definitely didn't press it. I did lose my blocks.
Oh, I didn't appreciate that you needed to be going fast to get rid of them.
yeah, you had to go fast to bop them, which, I mean, I was generally going fast anyway, so it was fine. But yeah, if you lose enough blocks into the wrong hole, it'll just spawn a Mimu there. I did discover that.
Yeah, I caught that as well. It seemed rude to, like, you already messed up. There was already a punishment for going wrong. Why did you go further?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they had to give us air mines though. Like, near the end, they just, in fact, no, was it near the end, or late in World 4, they started giving us cutscenes to teach us what to do, and I feel like those weren't in the rest of the game. Had they just not been giving us anything new? They didn't give us those for chickens, did they?
Chickens,
I don't know. I was skipping through all those cutscenes, so.
I just feel like I didn't get any, and then all of a sudden, cutscenes World 4, they really shook things up.
In hindsight, they did have a cutscene for the color change one, but it didn't occur to us until like 6 drops in. Oh wait, they're not the same color.
Honestly, I don't think it did to me at first. So I was just like, put the shapes down, put the shapes down.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations on your win, Jakazam. Congratulations, or thank you so much for giving us a good race. That is going to be a wrap. How do you feel going into your next match? You think you got this?
I never think I got this.
And CabbageHat, you're not out of it yet. It's a double elimination tournament.
I also never think I've got this, so cool.
Well, best of luck to both of you on your next match, and thank you so much for coming out and racing and coming to talk to us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I just got back towards the end of the thing there. I was like, wait a second.
Missed a lot of good conversation. You should go back and listen.
Gotta get your Roo on.
Rude. Good.
We got one race scheduled in 3 days and 3 hours. Kind of a big gap. Maybe some more races will get scheduled between now and then. And if you want to catch those, you could follow the channel and try to catch us when we go live, or you could join the Discord. Links in the chat to do that. Where you can get a role, ask for the Give Game role, and we'll help you out with that, and then you'll get a ping on Discord whenever races are happening. And that's how you can follow what's going on in Mystery Tournament 18. But if nothing else, we'll definitely see you back here in 3 days and 3 hours for more Mystery Tournament 18.
And we're going to go raid Ferris doing the RPG Book Club recap stream right now. So go if you're interested in the RPGs. We do host every month we host a poll for what the next RPG of the month is going to be. And we all gather around and have a nice little chat about it. So this is actually what's happening now. So we're going to go raid there. See you later.